Welcome to Council Action. My name is Elizabeth Couts. I'm the mayor of the city of Burnsville. Council Action is a summary of the council's meeting on Monday, August 1st, 2011. The meeting was called to order at 6:30 p.m. at Burnsville City Hall, 100 Civic Center Parkway. We begin our meetings with a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. We then move on to our announcements, and we had one proclamation. Our upcoming meetings are scheduled for, council meetings are scheduled for Tuesday, August 16th at 6:30 p.m. and Tuesday, September 6th at 6:30 p.m. We have a regular work session scheduled for Tuesday, August 9th at 6:30 p.m. And we had one proclamation, and that was for the Garden Day proclamation. Also, I would like to let everyone know that we have Truth and Taxation meetings scheduled, and they are the work session to discuss the max tax is for Tuesday, August 9th at 6:30 p.m. And we will adopt the maximum tax levy on Tuesday, September 6th at 6:30 p.m. We have the department presentations Tuesday, October 25th at 6:30 p.m. We have a budget work session on November 15th at 6:30 p.m. Another budget work session on Tuesday, November 29th at 6:30 p.m. We have a budget open house scheduled for Thursday, December 1st at 4 p.m. And we will adopt the final budget and tax levy on Tuesday, December 6th at 6:30 p.m. All of the meetings are held at Burnsville City Hall. The public is invited to comment on any of the budget meetings, and we invite you to join us. We then move on to citizens' comments. No one appeared before the City Council to speak to any issues, and there were no emergency items to come before the City Council to be added to the final agenda. We move on to the consent agenda. And the first item on the consent agenda, we approved all of the minutes of our past meetings, and we approved claims listing. We also approved an addendum to the agreement with Apex Print Technologies for the utility bill printing and mailing services that we contract out. We also appointed to the Burnsville Performing Arts Center an advisory commission to fill the open seat. And we also approved a community festival application for art and all that jazz. We adopted the resolution to approve a premise permit for the Burnsville Hockey Club for the purpose of lawful gambling and pull tabs. We approved the operating manager for PDQ Food Store number 230. And we also approved the ordinance amending the 2011 fee schedule regarding the massage therapy enterprise and therapist licensing. And we approved the Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant that's known as the JAG. And this is the application for police traffic enforcement initiatives and training. We approved the grant agreement with the Minnesota Institute of Public Health, and we also approved the resolution and joint powers agreement for the Minnesota Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. We also approved accepting the bid and award the contract for the 2011 contract sanitary sewer cleaning and televising project. We also authorized the project and staff to negotiate the land easement acquisition for the Minnesota River Quadrant stormwater ponds. And we approved the plans and specifications and ordered the advertisement of bids for the 2011 lateral drainage modification, 2011 pond cleaning, and the rain gardens in our priority watersheds. We also approved a resolution and called for a hearing on the proposed assessments, and there are 4 of those, and that was approved. That was the end of the consent agenda, and we move on to the regular agenda. And the first item on the regular agenda was to approve an application for iMetro TNC LLC for a preliminary and final plat for a 3-lot subdivision to be known as Town and Country Shopping Center, and a PUD amendment for the construction of a new Tires Plus store that's located at 11935 River Hills Drive, and to consider the findings of fact, the ordinance and the development contract, and the plan unit development agreement. That item was presented, and the applicant spoke to 2 conditions, and the recommendations from the Planning Commission were amended, and the item was approved, and we wish them well. If you please tune into the City Council meeting and hear the discussion on the 2 items that were amended, and therefore the findings of fact were amended and approved. The plan unit development amendment was approved, and the contract was approved. I then recessed the Burnsville City Council meeting so the Economic Development Authority meeting can convene. And on the Economic Development Authority meeting, the roll call was taken. All present commissioners were in attendance, and there was no addition to the final agenda, and there was only 1 item on the consent agenda, and we approved all of the minutes of the June 7th, 2011 special meeting. And there was 1 item on the regular agenda, and that was to consider action to amend the 2011 budget. And please tune into the City Council meeting and hear the discussion on the amendment of the 2011 EDA budget. That item was approved. The meeting was then adjourned, and I reconvened the Burnsville City Council meeting, and there were no additional items to come before the City Council, and the City Council meeting was adjourned. I'd like to remind everyone that council action replays at 6 a.m., 12 noon, 6 p.m., and 12 midnight. And the City Council meetings replay at various times on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I encourage you to please watch and follow the screens for information on how you can view past meetings and current meetings live. And you can go and stream them through the internet, www.burnsville.org. Thank you for joining me. I'm Elizabeth Couts, Mayor of the City of Burnsville. Continue to make a difference.